Hey, it's Matt, and today we're going to talk about how do you handle a group demo. You know it, you get on the call and you realize it's not just one person you're selling to, there's several people. It can be very nerve-wracking, but if you do this and follow these steps, you're going to be able to crush it and close a deal and potentially a very big deal. Let's get into it. Hey, it's Matt Wolach. I help software leaders understand how to generate a whole bunch of great leads, how to close those leads at high close rates, generate a whole bunch of revenue for your company, and then scale your team so that lots of people can do it really effectively for you. If you want any of those things, hit the subscribe button now and the little bell so you get notified about all the cool things I'm going to give you. That'll be really important so that you can scale your company. And by the way, stick around to the end. I've got a giveaway for you, something that's going to make it really easy for you to sell and grow more, something that's going to really help you take off. Okay, so today we're talking about a group demo. How do we sell in a group situation if you have maybe 3 or 4 people as opposed to just one person that you're demoing? And of course, if you don't know how to do a demo yet, if you haven't seen my stuff on exactly what to do, I have a process that outlines exactly what to do for your demos. And I post that right here. So click on this link, go to this video where I break down exactly what to do in your demo so you can close a lot of deals. But that is a lot of stuff that you can do in general, and mostly I'm talking about selling to one person. But what happens when you've got 3 or 4 people and they're all different roles, and you've got the manager, and then you've got the director, and then you've got the CFO and the CEO, maybe the tech guy? Well, how do we do that? How do we manage that? Because what you're going to learn in that other video is that part of our demos, we need to do discovery. We need to learn from this buyer. What do they care about? What makes them upset? What keeps them up at night? What are they freaking out about? What are they wanting as a goal? All of those things are really important for them. And we need to understand what those things are so that we can associate our tool to their challenges. But once you have a group situation, once you have multiple people in the room, they're all on the call with you, well, each of them are going to have different problems. Each of them are going to have different fears, different things they care about, different struggles. And it really matters because we have to be able to sell. And so I got this question from somebody after watching the other videos saying, well, you told me that I need to learn from them, but what if there's 3 or 4 people or 5 people on the call? Well, if that's the case, we need to discover to each person. We need to learn about each of their things. Now, of course, this is going to lengthen that discovery a little bit, and this is why an enterprise sales process might have discovery separate from a demo. And that way you can get into this. You can start talking about some of these things before going into a full demo, which if you did discovery and demo all together, it might take an hour and a half, 2 hours, and people don't have that time in their day or the attention span. So we might want to split it. However, with discovery, we need to go at each individual person. We need to understand what their role is. And from understanding their role, you should have a good understanding from your ICP of what they might be caring about. But then we can start to ask them specific questions. So you might be talking with your main contact first, and then after that, you might approach somebody, ask by name or use their name, and ask them a question specific to their role. Like, hey, Jenny, as CFO, how do you think this impacts your budget? Or, hey, Mike, as the IT manager, where do you think this is going to integrate into your tech stack? Or Sherry, as the CEO, what are you thinking from an organizational perspective? And so you can call them out by name. They'll love that, by the way. And then you can ask them specific questions about what's going on. First of all, you're going to get a huge benefit from this. When you do this, people are going to see you as somebody they need to follow. You're obviously in command of the room. You're controlling the entire process, and you're going specifically to each one of their things. So all of them will feel like you care about everybody's perspective. They're going to see you as that leader, as that kind of guide, the consultant that they need to follow. If you can handle this correctly, it's going to go really, really well for you. Okay, so we now know in a group situation, how do we make sure we can discover well? How do we make sure we can close well? When you do this, by the way, and you get into the actual showing of the product, refer back to what you learned. Hey, Sherry, CEO, you told me that this is what you were struggling with. Watch how you're going to be able to solve it now. And when you do that and you actually connect the dots for them, oh man, they're going to love you. That'll make it so easy for them to see that this is the product for them, that this is the thing that they need to use, because you've gone specifically to each person and what they need. So Please do this in a group situation. Don't just keep addressing one person, address them all and talk specifically to each of their needs and cares and wants. I hope this helps you. By the way, please like this. If this is helpful for you, if you're like, yeah, this was good stuff, hit that like button. That's going to get more people to see this, so you're helping more people. It also shows me this is good content, so I can create more of this like stuff for you. Also, comment down below. That comment is going to help me understand what more you need to learn. Maybe you can post something in there that you have a question on. Maybe you can share that you like this. That would be really cool. And also, I told you that I'd give you something away. Well, one of the things that I've been able to use for my software companies that helps us track how we're growing is my SaaS sales scorecard. In this scorecard, I created an easy way for you to track all of your metrics, to basically be able to put in what you're doing, and it'll show you specifically what the benchmarks are, so you know where you stand versus where you should be. And it'll actually make the numbers either red or green, depending on if you're good or bad. So you download this. It's free. There's a link down below. Go grab my SaaS sales scorecard, start putting in your numbers, and it'll easily track exactly where you need to be with your sales so you can start closing more deals. If you're not tracking the right way, you're not going to be able to manage. You won't know exactly what to do. So grab that thing. I hope it helps you, and I hope this video helps you. Let's get those group demos closed. Let's get some deals in the door, and then I will see you next time. Take care.